Welcome to the Course Wizards podcast with Amit Arora and Christopher Maselli. Get ready to discover the latest tools and tips on how to create, teach, and market your online training course. Now here's your hosts, Amit and Chris.
All right, Course Wizard back with another fun episode. This is Amit Arora, and I'm being joined with Chris Maselli.
Hey.
And together we are the Course Wizards.
Course Wizards.
Yeah, a little bit. .com. That's right. .com. Before we begin, little background about each one of us. So, if you haven't heard me say this before, I came from the hospitality industry and then jumped ship into the IT industry. And in between, I've been doing online courses, whether that's creating websites, marketing funnels, creating a course for my wife and I. And now I am working on a solo course where I sell this quiz on Salesforce certification exams. On to you, Chris.
That's right. And I'm Christopher Maselli from writingmomentum.com. And I started doing courses years ago as a way to really just build some supplemental income. The great thing about being a writer is I can travel anywhere and still make an income, but I can also do courses anywhere and still make an income. And so that's part of the reason we do it. I love doing it, and I love being able to help people, but also have a little extra money coming in.
And in your case, you can even get stuck somewhere for a month and still be able to perform, right?
That's right. We had the transmission go out on our vehicle, and it took a month for them to get it fixed. We were stuck halfway 1,000 miles from home. But yeah, I was still able to work. I was still able to help people with courses, and it really is nice to have the ability to work from anywhere.
There's
awesome. A freedom with that.
Yeah, and that's what we are all chasing, right? The 4-hour work week, which does not exist by the way. Do not read that book.
The 400-hour work week is what it feels like sometimes, right?
Yep, as an entrepreneur. So, Chris, what are we talking about today?
Today, we are talking about where do you go to get and brainstorm content ideas. You know, we all need to have good content, whether we're teaching courses or writing blogs or trying to find a way to connect with other people. And you need to come up with ideas. And sometimes it's easy to come up with those first few. And then all of a sudden you go, oh, gee, what else in the world do I need? Can I say? You know, you think, what else can I say? And so today we're going to talk about where you go to brainstorm content ideas. So how about you, Amit? Where do you go?
First place, Facebook groups. This is nothing new. Sounds super boring, but this is where you get a ton of ideas. And I can give you a perfect example. Today I was in the Teachable Facebook group. I think you're also part of the Teachable group.
Yes.
And I've noticed that a lot of people who are coming in new are saying the same thing. Newbie here. I'm a newbie here. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to write a blog post, and the title is going to be Course Creation for Newbies.
Yes.
Because that's the language they're talking, and that's what I am going to write about. So I know there are a lot of keyword research tools out there, but my first place is always Facebook groups. How about you?
Yeah. And, you know, really listening to the conversation that's out there is a big deal. And so I also listen to anytime I get a direct message on Twitter or on Facebook, or you receive an email that has a question in it that they're asking me to answer, that is prime material to create courses on, create videos on, to create blogs about, because if one person is asking, chances are a lot of people would ask. So yes, look for ways that people are asking you questions. So yeah, I always go to my direct messages and emails.
Awesome. Speaking of Twitter, Chris, I don't think we have shared our contact details yet with our Course Wizards.
Yes.
So where can people go to find you on the Twitter land or the interwebs?
So on the internet, you can go to writingmomentum.com, and on social, you can go to facebook.com/writingmomentum, twitter.com/writingmomentum, instagram.com/writingmomentum, and youtube.com/writingmomentum. We are same across all channels.
I love it. It reminds me of that tool Linktree, which like lets you put multiple links in your Instagram bio.
Yes.
But everything leads to the same place. Love it.
Right.
So for me, Twitter, it's my name, Amit, AMIT _0717. Probably best way to reach me is on Twitter, or you guys can go visit, guys and girls can go visit coursewizards.com, where you can find both of us collectively.
Yes.
So let's move on. All right, you are listening through direct messages, emails. I am listening through Facebook. And when I open the Facebook app, I just go to the little icon at the bottom, which is groups. I don't even want to see my family and friends in my feed. I want to go straight to groups.
Yeah.
The next place is YouTube. YouTube is the second biggest search engine in the world. And there is so much content out there. But what I like to do is I like to go on YouTube and look at videos that are doing good, but could be better. And then I try to make them better by making my own videos.
Ooh, that's sneaky. I love that, though. That is really great.
Yeah.
So we talked about Twitter just a moment ago. I use Twitter also to get ideas because Twitter can look like a mess if you go to that front feed. But like you said with Facebook, never look at the front feed. It's just a mess. Instead, what I'll do is I'll type in a hashtag that is relevant to what I want to have an idea about. So for me, I might use hashtag ask author or hashtag ask agent. And I'll find the questions that people are asking about writing. Or I might just use hashtag writing. And whatever questions people are asking or to whatever they're talking about, it always spurs ideas. So that's a great place to go.
Love it. So I'm going to see your Twitter and I'm going to raise you a tweet deck. Have you ever tried TweetDeck?
Oh, I sure have. TweetDeck's a great program that helps you kind of sort out and follow hashtags as they populate, right?
Yep. So currently I'm following Teachable, of course, New Zenler, and Salesforce. But yeah, definitely. So for those of you who have not heard of TweetDeck, close your eyes if you're not driving. If you're driving, leave them open. But if you're in a safe place, close your eyes and picture just columns. And that's what TweetDeck is. It's different columns, and each column is a set of newsfeed for the hashtag that you have chosen. So in your case, Chris, it could be a writing momentum newsfeed or a writer's block or author's block newsfeed. And it's a great way to just look at content that you want to look and cut out the noise.
Really, really good.
Cool.
So another. Oh no, go ahead.
You go first. No.
Right. So this is one a lot of people don't know about, but I really recommend this. I like to read a lot, right? I read a lot of self-help books. I read a lot of books about writing. I read a lot of books just for fun too. And when I read, I use my Amazon Kindle. That's my favorite resource to read. And the reason I love the Amazon Kindle is because I can highlight as I go through. And those highlights, this is what a lot of people don't know, they are actually saved to the web for you in your personal account. If you then go to read.amazon.com/notebook, you can see all the things that you have highlighted in all the books you've read on Kindle. So this is a great place to find ideas because as I'm reading through books, I'll highlight things here and there, and then I can go to read.amazon.com/notebook and I can look at what I highlighted and write ideas from that.
Interesting. I'm actually at that link right now, and I can see that one of the books I had read, The Heart of Hospitality, I can see some of the highlights in here. I never knew that.
Isn't that cool?
Although I don't read anymore, so this won't be handy for me. I mean, I listen, I don't read.
Oh, so you do audiobooks. Well, that audiobooks count, but you can't highlight audiobooks. So you have to somehow save your material for audiobooks. And you know how I do that? I use Evernote. I'll save a lot of times. If I hear something, I'll go ahead and speak it into. You can speak it into your watch or your phone or capture a web page, and you can save things there too, and that'll work.
Everything is speaking these days, right? Speak into your watch. My kids are going to be like, how can you wear a watch that doesn't talk back to you? The generation we are living in
That's
now.
right. I love it.
These kids don't know what they're missing. I mean, rotary phones. Come on, Chris. If you dialed a wrong number, yeah.
Then it'd take you 10 minutes to dial it correctly again.
Exactly. So the next place that I like to go to do some content research is Quora.com. Another great platform. You've probably seen this on Google search results. If you have a question, you're most likely going to find answers in Quora, and that's a great place where you can also find some authoritative figures who are replying to those questions, and then you can maybe take their content, which might be a little dry at times, add your own color commentary to it, and then maybe spin up a blog post about it.
That's nice. So you can actually use the platform as well as create your own material from that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Why don't you talk about your next one? I kind of jumped ahead there with one of mine with Evernote.
Yeah, no problem. So I have Reddit as my next one. Reddit is calls itself the front page of the internet. And if you have not been to reddit.com, you need to stop Okay, don't stop listening, but maybe finish this episode and then go to reddit.com, because it really is. You can find anything there, and they have these sub channels called subreddits. So if you go to reddit.com/r and then / you can find any niche out there, like crocheting, underwater crocheting, whatever it is you're looking for, you will find it on Reddit. I guarantee you that. And it's a great place to bounce off ideas, to get some validation, whether you're creating a course. Now, one thing to note is on reddit.com and any other community, don't just go and start spamming the community with your course and start promoting it. Be a valuable member of the community. That way, when you do come out with your course offering, people are more likely to buy from you than someone who just goes and spams them with a link and then disappears, and you're going to be banned from that community anyways.
Yeah, that really goes for any social channel, doesn't it? You want to add value rather than just spam the social channel with your ads, or your posts about your course or anything like that. You want to actually add value in whatever you do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Reddit's kind of interesting because when people talk about social channels, they often don't include Reddit, and there's a lot of people that never use it, and yet when you're on Reddit, you see the people there are just passionate about it. They love Reddit, and it can be a great resource. So yeah, if you're not used to using it, check it out for sure. So what's the last one? I know this last one we both totally agree on, and probably everyone who dialed into this podcast thought this was going to be the first thing we were going to mention.
Okay, you want to say it together?
Sure, it is Google.
Hotmail.
Oh, what?
Google.
It is Google. Now, of course, you're going to use
Absolutely.
Google. If you're wanting to find answers, you're wanting to find fresh ideas, Google is your link to everywhere on the web very quickly and easily. And so, of course, you want to use Google.
Absolutely. So one tool that I like to overlay on top of Google is a Chrome extension called Keyword Everywhere. Keywords Everywhere used to be free. It's not free anymore, but it's dirt cheap. It's like $10 for 100,000 queries. And what it does is, so let's say I'm searching right now on my computer. You can probably hear my loud keyboard. Salesforce. When I search for Salesforce, it shows that it has 550,000 searches a month. Now, obviously, Salesforce is a very ambiguous topic to search for. But if I go in and change that search to how to create an online course, right? It's going to show me this Keywords Everywhere tool on how it has 1,300 searches a month. Not only does it have 1,300 searches, then it also shows you, how at the bottom of Google you see related searches? Yes. It can show you how many of those related searches are being searched every month. So it's a great tool. It's called Keywords Everywhere. It's a Chrome extension. Just simply add it to your Chrome, buy the $10. You can even go as cheap as $2 if you don't want to spend the $10 to get like 10,000 credits or something, and it'll last you a long time.
That's really a great nice little extension to Google that'll serve you well.
And I do want to add one last thing before we wrap this up, is for my fellow bloggers out there who are using WordPress or any other platform. Google really loves EAT. And if you haven't heard of EAT, that's what they've been talking about this year, and they're going to continue to talk about. It's expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. So if you're writing a blog article, you better be sure that you cover those 3 alphabets: expertise, authoritativeness, trustworthiness, and that's going to help you rank higher in Google.
Excellent point. All right, stay tuned, and we're going to tell you what we're digging this week.
All right. You want to go first, Chris? What are you digging this week?
What I'm digging this week is a WordPress extension called Rank Math SEO. Now, a lot of people use Yoast SEO for their search engine optimization on the WordPress blog, but Rank Math just came out earlier this year, and it is a full-featured SEO extension plugin for WordPress. And what I love about it is that it includes most of the pro features from Yoast right in the free basic service. So check out Rank Math. I have found it to have excellent results, and I'm switching all my websites over to Rank Math SEO.
Ditto. I do the same, and I completely 100% agree with you. And my dig of the week is going to be AppSumo. I hope you, as a course creator, as a course wizard, as a course ninja, have heard of AppSumo. It has saved us Chris, what do you think? Like thousands of
Well,
dollars?
yes, and we've also spent a lot because they have such great deals.
Yes.
But you're absolutely right. In fact, for instance, one of the deals that I received on AppSumo was for an email service that's very similar to what I was using in Mailchimp. But I paid a one-time price of $49, and I've been using it for years now. I've never had to pay for email since. You just can't beat that.
What's it called?
That service is called Getgist, Getgist, Getgist.com. I love the email service.
Interesting. I missed out on Moosend.
Yeah, a lot of people
and
like
I feel
that one
like
too.
everywhere I go, I turn my face and everyone talks about this Moosend. I'm like, come on, how did I miss that? But yes, AppSumo. All right, that's our dig for the week. Thank you so much for listening, and you can catch us at coursewizards.com. Chris, what's your URL? Writingmomentum.com.
Writingmomentum.com, and be sure to stop by and say hi.
All right, you can find me on YouTube at Course Creator Handbook, and we'll see you on the flip side.
Thank you for listening to the Course Wizards podcast with Amit Arora and Christopher Maselli. Get a free PDF of their favorite online training resources, as well as notes from this podcast at coursewizards.com.